Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, Ryan Moore. This is the Game or Die channel, and it's Friday. Man, it's been a wild and crazy last few hours here. I've been just trying to get stuff done and then had to run some errands really quick at the very end there. And then dealing with a little bit of duck stuff today. So kind of crazy. But it is Friday. It's warm. It is warm out. Man, that groundhog saw something, and boy, the sun just came out. It's like 7 degrees for the first time in probably a couple months at this point. So it is pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, Gaben Zone. Yeah, I implemented just a couple of those, trying to figure out what to do with some of the other stuff. But yeah, I pretty much saw that and went, all right, cool. I'll do some of those things. So thank you for those suggestions. I love them. But what we're going to do today is we are going to play some games. I have been working my way through the Donkey Kong Country series, and I want to finish that pretty soon here. I want to get that knocked out of the way, move on to, man, what is that game? Tropical Freeze, the last one in the series. So I would like to get Donkey Kong Country Returns out of the way. So that's what we're going to play right now. We'll move on to something else a little bit later, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at that that video or reaction reward stuff later after the stream for sure. But yeah, I want to make sure that they can put links in there just in case. Let's see. We'll figure it out as we go. Not a big deal. So I have no idea what to do with this boss. I kind of left off on this boss at the very end of the last stream that I did with this game. And I was just tired. I really wasn't feeling the boss. And I was just like, you know what? I'll get back to this later. So let's see what's going on with this thing. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just working on stuff. I like the new arcade cabinet. I like that Mortal Kombat cabinet back there. But yeah, I've just been busy, super busy in the last couple of hours. I feel like every time I sit down to do something, I look up at the clock and it's like 4 hours have gone by, and I feel like it's been like 15 minutes. Dude, I do not understand this boss at all. Like, I understand, like, get in between, I think. You wish you could have that? It sucks when you're trying to do stuff, that's for sure. Dude, I do not get this boss. Okay, so he clamps his legs down. He spins, and that's where... Okay. No big deal. We'll figure it out as we go. We got to get through this. This factory level really sucks, though. This whole world sucks because there's the last 3 levels that you basically have to find a hidden button. And if you don't find that hidden button, then you actually have to replay the entire level, find the hidden button, and then basically hit it. So it just is a really crappy world. Oh, you're playing as God of War? I wish I mean, I am playing games for sure, and I'm having fun with them, but I feel like I'm definitely having a lot of time where I'm just like, oh man, I want to get to this. I want to showcase this thing. Okay, so I missed my spot there. When he flies up, puts his legs together once, and then, man, there we go. Okay, so we got him once. Oh, he's got the heart too. Yeah, these bosses are no joke now. Oh, I missed the heart piece. It's okay. All right, step under. The last boss, man, that took me like an hour to beat that last boss. Is the dinosaur. Okay, so he's gonna put his legs together. He's gonna do a... There's just no time. That reaction is really hard. But yeah, man, how are you doing? How are you doing? Were you able to talk to your friend and watch the Sony stream together? I'm just gonna be here trying to finish this stupid boss. We gotta get through this. Ah, bummer. Yeah, you know, I mean, depending on where he is in the world too, could be a different time zone. If he's in the same time zone, you know, just busy. Right. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a little bit of momentum. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Nope. It's gonna do his legs together. Nope. Wow. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, okay. I didn't hear anything about God of War. Just gonna say. But again, I didn't watch it, so I don't actually know what was shown. I can't even remember. There was definitely a piece of news about something kind of big. I don't even remember what it was. Okay, so he does his little step thing all the way over, and then he does it again, right? When he hits the wall. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah. Surprised that there was even any DLC, because that DLC came out. Oh my gosh. I hate this boss. This boss sucks. It is okay. I legit actually have to pay attention. Okay, he does it twice, and then the third time. How did I get hit with that? And I didn't even get a heart out of it? Like, it's extremely random, which sucks. Okay. So we're gonna go under the middle. Yes, it's a chicken piloting what looks like an egg with legs. Okay. So he's gonna do the sidestep thing. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I'm not paying attention. And he's gonna double back. And then on the first jump, do I get the opening, or is it gonna be the legs together? Okay, it's gonna be... I'm sorry, what? But that didn't even make sense. That's a completely different thing that's happened for the first time in, what, 10 lives? Oh, this boss. These bosses are really starting to get on my nerves. Like, they're not fun at all. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had much fun with these. Probably the last. I'm gonna just reload it. Um, Probably the last 5 worlds. No, I gotta finish this game. Period. Like we're gonna finish it. That's what I'm playing. It's more that I just have to actually focus. Like, there we go. It's super random. There we go. That hasn't happened for the last 15 lives, and now it's on this completely random different pattern, which is super weird. It's not dropping hearts when I hit them. Like, it's super weird. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Oh my gosh, crap. I'm just gonna stay over here. There we go. At least the music is good. The music in the other one was like really high strung and stressful. This one doesn't seem as bad. Oh my gosh. Nope. There we go. At least we can get that part now. Yeah. But you have to be close enough because you don't know if he's going to twirl or not. It's... See, like, he's twirling. I was ducking too, like... So, you have to take the hit? Like, it's really weird, dude. Like, I was ducking on that one. I don't know why I got hit that time. Like, there's just sometimes that you can't, you have to. There we go. Hang on over here. Hitboxes are like super close together too. Like this is a not fun boss. Yep, I was ducking. There's the heart piece this time. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it goes into a different phase. Like, it's unpredictable. Ah, I missed it. And when you miss your chance too, you basically missed it for pretty much an entire minute or so. No, the heart isn't random because the hit is more random than anything else. Because if I hit it in a certain way, I think, then it does an entirely different phase. Like, it's so freaking weird. Nope. Ducking. Got a heart piece that time. Okay. Next phase. Oh my gosh. Dude. I do not know what's happening right now. Ah. Oh, come on. And now none of them are giving me hearts. And he drops before I can actually even react. Dude, this is unbelievable. Ugh. That's too hard to get. I don't understand. I do not get this boss. Okay. Let's try this yet again. Here we go. Yep. That's this game in a nutshell, dude. I think this is a much poorer game than the others in the series. There are good parts about this game, but on the whole, I think it is easily the worst in the series by a long shot. I'd much rather play 3. And I think a lot of it has to do with the way that... Oh my gosh, come on! I think the second phase actually gave the hearts. I could not have done it easily without those hearts. Like, they were just dropping hearts everywhere. There goes Diddy. Oh my gosh, dude. All right. Okay, one more hit, I think. There we go. Yeah. Me too. If the entire boss fight was that second phase, I'd totally be down with it too. There we go. Just don't get hit on this egg drop. Okay. All right, game. Whatever you say. My thumb hurts from holding the run button the entire time, too. Wow, that was really close. See, this is what I hate about bosses. Like, these phases suck. Like, where you just have to wait for the boss to do its animation. Like, it should adapt. Like, just sitting in this corner waiting for, like, 15 seconds. And for it to go, okay, I've been hit, you know, it's just, it's exhausting. Like, I hate boss fights like this, where most of what you do is waiting. Yeah, and the thing is, too, this is most boss fights. This is why I hate boss fights in games. There's so much waiting involved. There's so much animation for it to do. It's like all of this should be gone. Okay, come on. Come on now. That took way too long to get moving. That's okay. One hit is okay. I can deal with that. All right, he's gonna drop his eggs. Oh my gosh, chicken. All right, I'll take it. There it is. That was way easier that time. Like, again, taking the hit on that last hit makes it much easier. Like, if you just run and go, okay, I'm just gonna get hit so that I'm able to get under him and then jump on top of him. Oh, man. Okay. And again, I don't know the hit thing. It doesn't even pop up. It doesn't even allow me to hit him multiple times because you're able to do that, right? You're able to, like, pound on him for a while, but it's just not doing it. I don't know why. I will be glad to never play this level again for the rest of my life. Like, I am done with that. Okay, Volcano, which might be the last level. I mean, this certainly looks like a last level, or world. Furious Fire. Let's do it. Yeah, I am not a fan of boss fights. Cuphead, you know, definitely different. Like, it's a different beast, and it's well thought out. These are not well thought out bosses. Not for the most part. I mean, some of them are fine, some of them are okay, but the last couple of bosses have been real rough. And I think there is something to say about the amount of crap happening on screen. Like, at some point, you have to let the player be able to see what's going on. Yeah. You gotta wait for the weak points, and it's just something I've never been a fan of. Oh my gosh. Okay. And like this, so all this stuff, like this background stuff is super cool, but it just takes so long to get. And most of it is actually kind of fairly meaningless in the grand scheme of the game. Some of it's hidden, so it's like either you spend 10 minutes combing the entire level or you miss it. Like, I think there's a lot of wasted time with this game. There's a few, like, hidden things every once in a while in the, you know, the original Super Nintendo series. But this one, I feel like there's a lot of just extra crap where you're just going, why? Why did that happen? Or why did this happen? Why is this way? And it's just there to make more, you know, content, basically, for the lack of a better term. Yep. Well, that was cool. Metroid Prime. Yeah, that's, again, a whole series of games I haven't played. I have not played through the Prime series, and I would love to, because playing through the Metroid games a few years ago was so much fun. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And then I know they are different games, you know, they are very different games than the other ones. Just get rid of that crap. Ooh. Okay. There's so much going on here. Yeah, which is why I don't like Nintendo games. It's most Nintendo bosses. It is why I've never liked boss fights, because Nintendo just does boss fights like that. And I've never found that particularly fun. Where am I supposed to? Oh, right. Okay. Oh, this is fun. I like how they're all kind of flying around. You gotta actually do a little bit of planning. There we go. That was pretty easy. I'd much rather have lives or hearts or DK barrel, but there's a DK barrel right here. Not gonna worry about that crap because it doesn't matter. We already got it. Oh my gosh, there, like that. There's nothing you can do. You just have to take the hit, and it was completely unavoidable. Same thing with this section too. Hey, Pear Gamer, how's it going, man? All right. I am doing good. I am trying to beat Donkey Kong Country Returns, and these last few levels are just brutally hard. I've been enjoying your playthrough of Majora's Mask. Man, that game is something weird. especially compared to, you know, the other games in the Zelda series. I only played through it for the first time as well a few years ago, which was really interesting. My wife really likes that game, me not so much. I'm more of the classic, not super weird Zelda, but it's a really interesting game. But yeah, man, I'm continuing on with the Donkey Kong Country series, which is just crazy. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I really had to learn to love that game. I remember when I was younger, I couldn't get into it, and then it took me a while for it to kind of make it be able to be understood, like, oh, this is totally different. This is super weird. I want hearts and barrels, not coins or bananas right now. Yeah, I'm taking some really massive hits here. Just unnecessary. But yeah, I'm having fun with this series. I'm excited to go back to Tropical Freeze with the Switch version and try, I think it was Funky Mode. Funky Mode, where they added Funky Kong. I don't know what he brought to the table with that version, because I just remember playing the Wii U version. I was one of the weirdos who actually bought a Wii U. So many people didn't own that system. I'm taking those really bad hits here. There we go. That's what I need to do. I need to jump over him when he jumps. Ooh. Oh, you can tell me. Yeah, I'm totally fine if you tell me. Unless it's like some super special thing, which I don't believe it is. I believe it was on the back of the box. Like, oh, I know Cranky Kong has the pogo jumping ability like Scrooge McDuck in the DuckTales games, which I loved, by the way. I never played much of 2, but I loved the original NES DuckTales. And even the remake that they did when I was at E3 that year, when they announced and had the remake, they had a big money bin that you could take a picture in, like a big old money bin. It was like, that was their booth, and it was so much fun. And it was like, oh, take this and, you know, do a Twitter hashtag or something like that, and you'll enter a chance to something or other. But I just wanted a picture in the money bin. I don't know if I have that picture still or not. But man, it was so cool. Oh, it's just an easy mode? Oh, okay. Can you still play Funky Kong without it being easy mode, or is it just straight up easy mode? Like, you pick this character, he's super easy. Like, who is it in Rondo of Blood? Maria, right? Maria's like basically easy mode instead of Richter in Castlevania Rondo. It's been a few years since I played Castlevania Rondo of Blood too, which, oh my gosh, so good. I actually had to hack and apply the fan translation to that because I was like, this is so weird. Why is the whole intro in German? Oh, it's a totally different campaign. Okay. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to having some funky times. Funky Kong. Dude, this section right here is just really throwing me for a loop. Ooh, that was close. We're gonna wait for that. That's what I'm doing wrong there, is I'm not waiting. Ooh. This reminds me of Mario in the castle stages. Ooh, that was close. Gonna wait for him to do one more. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's tough. This is definitely much more enjoyable than that boss fight, though. I'll say that for sure. Yeah, okay. Ryan, don't go that way. Just jump up. Oh boy. There we go. Get this guy out of my life. All right. Now I feel more confident. I feel more confident in this section. Not right there, but overall. These blue guys, though, dude, they're definitely ooh boy. Okay. There it is. All right. Yeah, it's like final sections I actually kind of have to stop and think about and pay attention. This is definitely like precision platforming in certain areas. Precision more of paying attention, making sure you have the timed jumps correctly and stuff. There we go. Ooh, okay. Well, we're not gonna fall for that thing. We're just gonna go. We're not even gonna worry about that life, because there is level 8-1. Down and done. Oh boy. But yeah, man, Pear Gamer has been going through Majora's Mask for the first time, and it's really interesting to see someone else play that game for the first time, because I feel like everyone else has played that game before, and it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't experienced this, and it was crazy to play through it and have everyone tell me all their opinions and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm assuming it's the Christian Gamer tag, or the Christian tag. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been a Christian my entire life, and I saw that on yours, and it inspired me, because I was like, dude, I think that's a really good way to, you know, kind of showcase, you know, our beliefs and, you know, why we are the way we are and stuff like that, without being pushy. You know, if someone is wanting to inquire about it, which I've actually had a few people reach out to me and talk about, it's like, dude, that is a wonderful opportunity. It's a really interesting way to, you know, be able to talk about it without, you know, putting people off or anything. But yeah, I grew up in the church. We have a really good Calvary Chapel that we have right down the street from our church. We love. Exactly. That's okay, Gaben Zone. Don't worry about it. If you ever have questions or anything, I'm an open book. That's fine. You don't need to say anything, man. Just hang out and have fun. Okay, 8-2. Whew. Yeah, every time I see someone new play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, man, it is just, it brings back a flood of memories from when I first got it, when it first came out, and then when I when I played through it all the time. That's good. I'm glad it doesn't change your view on me. Oh no, these rocket levels, dude. The way this thing dips, it feels like it has a different amount of gravity applied to it, and it is just unbelievably difficult to feather it. Hey, How's it going? I'm glad you were able to join the stream today. Awesome. How's it going, Angela? Awesome. Angela, I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. I'm just like trying to read and play a game at the same time. Doing pretty good. We're playing some more Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I'm on the final world, 8-2, I believe, right now. So right now, these rocket levels are really enjoyable, but they're hard. They are very, very hard. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Gavin. Oh, yeah. And the thing with these levels are, too, they're one hit. So you got to be, like, on the ball. Again, like, precision with these things. They're crazy. Like, even taking that one hit at the beginning, it's like, eh, whatever. Like, you hit something, you're going to go down either way. Okay. Kind of got to pay attention here a little bit. I do like that they have these. This actually reminds me of Aladdin on the Genesis. I played it, like a week ago, and we got to the carpet ride level, which everyone talks about. That's kind of like the infamous level, saying, "Oh my gosh, the carpet ride level's so hard." It's really not. You just gotta have really good reaction time. It's a little bit harder to do on a emulator because of emulation input lag, which is not that bad. But I think more so than anything else, if you're streaming, if you are going through input after input after input, if you have like a daisy chain, it is a lot harder. Hey, no problem. Have fun vacuuming. House chores. I had to do a few of them earlier today too. My mother-in-law got us a robot vacuum, which is actually kind of cool. Understandable, and we can talk more about that a little bit later. Because I think there's definitely a lot of misconceptions about some of that stuff. That stuff makes me very uncomfortable too. It is not a good thing, for sure. Oh, wow. That was very, very close. Oh, Angela, you got me to talk like a pirate, eh? Oh, I'm gonna be talking like a pirate for at least a minute or two until I have me a drink of rum. But when I have a drink of rum, which I love, by the way, I love rum. Rum and maybe a little grog. If you had grog, I've already died. Give me 1 second. I got grog here. And grog is basically anything you want. It's a little drink of water or Gatorade with rum. And it's great. It's bloody great. But you don't want to have any jars of dirt. I got a jar of dirt and it's just not good. Oh my gosh, my throat. Hold on. Oh, I don't know why that hurt my throat so much just now, but there you go. It's like that. It's like this. Is little pirate hat. I got it. I got a pirate ship right here. This is me Black Pearl. Black Pearl, but it's actually the SSS Winter's Chill. And the Winter's Chill is a bloody great ship, all right? It's me and me mates and everything else, and we're sailing the seas, going up and down, up and down. Okay, I gotta stop. I hope you enjoyed it. I gotta have some fun in these streams. Oh boy. Yeah, I thought of that one the other night, and I was just like, oh, I could talk like a pirate. I said it the other night, but I actually, since I used to live right next to Disneyland, I would go to Disneyland all the time when I was younger. I actually had a Disneyland pass for over 10 years. So high school, college, I would go to Disneyland just, on a whim. I just go ride Pirates of the Caribbean because I love pirates and that's my favorite ride there. And in 2000, what was it, 2001, 2002, 2003? Or maybe a couple, no, it was 2003, 2004, 2005, right? When the Pirates movies were coming out, I actually went to the day of where Johnny Depp and Keira Knightley and everyone were. So I actually went to the premieres of those at Disneyland. And they actually had a big screen over the lake. I never got to go on, oh man, I was close. I never got to go on Pirates when Johnny Depp was actually in the ride, replacing the animatronic, the audio animatronic of Captain Jack. But those were some fun times. We got to not walk the red carpet, but it was there when we went, and we also got special pins. If you went on the day of, you got a special world premiere pin, and unfortunately I do not have those anymore. They got lost in the whole water damage flood accident where I lost all my collection of stuff, but not too bad. It sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And I finally finish it. Yeah, all right, cool. All right. That hurt my throat, though. I don't know why. Every once in a while when I talk, my throat will get really dry or something, and it just starts me having a coughing fit for a little bit. But yeah, I miss Disneyland. I miss it so much. I don't ever want to go back, though. I had my fun with it. I had my fill. And that whole company is so different. What's the time limit for the video reaction? I don't have one yet. I barely, I started implementing that, and then I actually had to leave the house for the last hour and a half or so. And that's why the stream was late today, too. Weird. Okay. Whew. Oh, and now we got a minecart level. All right, game. Ah. Okay. I mean, if you redeem it, I'll honor it for right now. Like, I want to play some of this game first before I back out and, bust open a browser or something like that. But if you say, hey, I want to redeem this thing, I want you to watch this video or whatever, I'll be more than happy to do that. I just got to find a good pausing point. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, dang it. Yeah, these ones are also one hits. That's hard with this game. Having one hit is really difficult. Because again, it's so time-based accurate. You have to be right on it. You have to hold the button or jump, short or long, perfectly. No problem, dude. Yeah, just let me know. Ooh, dang it. Yeah, I'm gone. But at this point, like I said, my wife and I talk about it every once in a while. Like, oh, do you want to go to Disneyland? And I go, I think I have my fill. You know, at this point, I've been there so many times. There is something I do want to play on stream, though. There was a cast member years ago who did a mod for, well, what is the game called? Let me try and think. Left 4 Dead. Oh, I got it. I thought I died. Hold on. Let me try and see if I can stay alive here. Jeez. For Left 4 Dead 2, there was a mod where you basically go through Disneyland, and he like took a bunch of pictures and made the level actual Disneyland. It is incredible. We will have to play that at some point soon. Maybe tomorrow night. I might bust that out tomorrow night because that sounds fun. And then I could actually do like multiplayer streams with people on the stream, which would be really fun. Because I don't play a whole lot of multiplayer, and I would love to. I was also thinking about doing a little bit of like Minecraft. I started up my server again after years of having it inactive. Like I have a Docker setup for a Minecraft server from like 2017. And I was like, oh, I did so much of this stuff. I started it up and played in VR a little bit last night. I was like, oh yeah, you know, every once in a while Minecraft is actually kind of fun and relaxing. That would be fun to actually have other people join in on the server and play too, and we can all play together on stream. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I actually have a Minecraft server, so I have everything set up down here. I host it. I host my own Minecraft server, along with like my comic book server and my Plex server and all that stuff too. I'll get this. I feel like I haven't... Like, it's kind of crazy that there's no checkpoint yet. Like, this feels like you need a checkpoint pretty quickly here. Okay, so there we go. Ooh. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, you gotta... Wow. You gotta be on the ball with that. Ooh, boy. I know most people are kind of over Minecraft unless you're like 10, but I don't have much experience with Minecraft. I did not play it when it came out. I was way too old to be playing it, you know, like for a kid thing. I never had any friends that played it, so I never had that experience. And I do enjoy it every once in a while for a little bit. I'm not obsessed with it. I'm not going to go to Minecon or anything like that. But I think it's a decent video game. And I think the best part about it is when you play in VR. Like, VR is incredible in Minecraft. It just, there's something to it. Ooh, I'm going to need to get... Oh, I am at a checkpoint. Okay. I didn't realize that. Just this whole platforming section where you're not on the minecart. A little weird. Like, why don't they just have me start right here? Like, why go through that whole rigmarole at the very beginning? So I would like to actually play some Minecraft and showcase, you know, maybe some mods. Definitely VR for sure, because Minecraft in VR is just... It's relaxing more than anything else. Like, I sat there last night after the stream and played it for a little bit. Oh, sweet. Would you want to join in? Because I'd totally be down to actually have you play for, as well if you want to, and be on the stream. If you don't want to, or you're busy and you want to just watch me play Minecraft, I'm down with that too. Okay, cool. Awesome. We'll set it up at some point. With self-hosting a Minecraft server, you always got to be very careful with opening up ports on your network, which, I mean, used to do IT, so it's not that big of a deal, but you just always got to be careful. Opening up your private network is always a little bit risky if you're not sure who the person is or if anyone else can get in. Okay, finally we got through that part. Oh man, wow. They really need to give me some more lives / a checkpoint. This is a long section without a checkpoint. All right. Ooh, I got that one. Hey, I got the puzzle piece. See, that's the thing is like, I don't want to redo this level again if I miss a puzzle piece. So like, all those specials just don't mean much to me. I would like to know what they do. Like, what happens if I get all of the puzzle pieces in one level? Nothing? Then why do it? If it's like, you have to get everything in every level through the entire game to get an additional cutscene or something, I just don't find that stuff worth it all that often. I have to really love the game to really go out of my way like that, because there is a lot to get. And I think it would be nice if the games actually like told you. You know, that's something that I think we're missing with manuals and stuff like that now, is we don't have. Oh, thank you. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. 2 more lives. Let's do this really quick, just in case. No, I have no idea what the puzzle pieces do. Dude, do I need to go under them? Oh, they unlock a new world. Okay, well that actually seems worth it, because that's more actual, like, oh my gosh, crap. That's more actual gameplay in content for the game. Like, that seems worth it to me. I was just trying. Hey, Siegfried, how's it going, man? How you doing? We are continuing on with Donkey Kong Country Returns. I am on the last world. I'm on the last world. I just have to get through this stinking level, man. These vehicle levels. There's the rocket barrel levels that I was just doing. That cost me like 15 or 20 lives. This is definitely costing me 15 or 20 lives. Pretty stinking difficult. Ooh, and you can't waste your time on this stuff. Wow. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna use our save state here because we're in the middle of this level and I don't want to have to redo that. It is stinking hard to like do some of this stuff while carrying on conversations with people. So this is RetroArch emulating the was it Dolphin? Yeah, it's emulating Dolphin, which is a GameCube / Wii emulator. So if you don't know what RetroArch is, it's basically a front end, which is like a whole, it kind of grabs everything and allows you to play Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis 64, Atari 2600, 5200, like pretty much everything all at once with all the different cores, which are the actual emulators themselves. I don't know why I did that. I get in this weird like circle of just like start and go, just like with, like if you played Tony Hawk and you mess up and you just hit start, down, start, and you restart the level instantly, and like you just immediately do that over and over and over and over again, get this like weird muscle memory. It's kind of what I am like with this. Man, this section is tough. And you need to buy the games? I mean, no, you don't need to. Should you? It depends on the game. As with every emulator, we all own all of these games, right? All right. Let's see if I can. Whew. Man, dude, I cannot get past this section. That's what I've always had a real hard time with these sections where things are falling and the screen's shaking. I always feel very, very rushed. And when I feel rushed like this, I make mistakes. And then stuff like that happens. Yeah, what's up? So if you're having issues like that, Gaben, it's because it's not set up correctly. I will 100% say that RetroArch was a mess. I hated it when it first came out. Back in, what, 2008, 2009? I remember when RetroArch came out, and I was like, this is garbage. The menu systems are terrible. Everything is super hard to find. It's not easy to understand. Like, everything about it was awful. And there was no documentation, and I talked to the developers tons of times saying, you need to document this better. And they're like, we're trying, but the documentation was just so bad. And so what I would do is I would actually write documentation for them. And sometimes they used a few of them, but most of the times they didn't. Their documentation has definitely gotten way better, and the layout is a little bit better. I don't think it's still very good, for sure. But I will say this. If you set it up right, it is really a one and done type of setup. You don't have to really do much after the fact. So what I have done over the years is I've actually basically put everything together in a way so that it's plug and play. Like, you load up Launchbox, it loads, and you don't ever have to touch a configuration file ever again for the rest of your life. And so that's actually what I want to do with my Patreon whenever I actually launch it, which I've had set up for 3 years and never actually launched it because I never knew what to do with it. But there's definitely going to be a Patreon level where it's like, hey, you want a complete plug and play setup of stuff? Because I used to do that with the Xbox, the original Xbox, and modding it. That is something that I want to do with a Patreon, is have it so you go, okay, I subscribe to this tier, and it's plug and play gaming without having to do anything. I need to jump on that guy. That's what it is. How's it going, Heartstream, man? Sorry, I was on a little bit of a ramble there, but man, how's it going? I saw you in Pair Gamers stuff earlier. Ooh, someone did something. I heard the thing. I need to turn the game volume down. Hold on. I'm going to turn the game volume down a little bit so I can actually hear people redeem stuff. Posture check. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Gabe and Son. All right. Yeah, my wife really liked the idea of posture check. She was saying, you need to stop slouching. And I was like, all right, fine. At least I tried on that guy. At least I tried. Okay, so if I hit continue, it's gonna just, yeah, back me out to the whole thing. But yeah, what I used to do is I used to mod all these systems for a living, you know, back in 2003. And I would basically set all this stuff up for people so it was plug and play. And that was really, really fun. I tried not doing that so much when I had my game store, but there was definitely people who would just bug me about it. And I'd go, sure, I'll do it. Just, you know, always kind of keeping in mind, like, hey, you know, you got to own these games. You got to have this stuff set up somewhere. And I've got all those games. I've got all those systems and stuff like that over the years. I mean, I literally owned a game store. I owned all of those games. So I think it's okay. Oh, it's your anniversary. Happy anniversary, man. That's awesome. Dude, happy anniversary. Ours was just like just a little over a month and a half ago. So hopefully you're doing something super fun. Man, I don't know why I'm doing that right then. I've got a few lives. Dude, congrats. There it is. There it is. Oh boy. There you go. Dude, 17. Oh man, I feel like a baby compared to some people. Dude, 17 is an accomplishment, man. That is awesome. Oh man, I thought I had it. I thought I had it. Old school, dude. That's right. That's great. Dude, that's really good to hear. You don't hear that all that often anymore. It's a lifetime. Yeah. Oh, that's rad, dude. I can't even remember. What did we do for our anniversary this year? My wife's in the stream, she'll say. I don't think she is. I think she's still working. Oh, we went out and had a really fun day. We took our dog, or dogs, to the park, and we did some pictures and stuff. It was a really fun, relaxing time. It was nice because it was all overcast and cold and rainy. I loved it. That's great, dude. Dude, this level is intense, and there it is. Okay, we got to get a...
Boom shakalaka!
There it is. Boom shakalaka. I still need to edit that down because that timing. I should be able to hit it right now. I should have had this, though.
He's on fire!
He's on fire! That's cool. Cool, Dad. The Wi-Fi router. Okay, should we go to... Yeah, let's do A-4. Smoky Peak. Just like the Smoky Mountains. Still haven't gone to visit the Smoky Mountains yet, out here in Tennessee. I would love to. I want to go to... Apparently, Dollywood is, like, actually really, really cool. Haven't gone yet. I love these levels. These are my favorite levels of the entire game. These silhouette levels, man. They are just so unique looking. So I've said this a few times on the stream, but when I went to E3 when Tropical Freeze was coming out, I talked to some of the developers, and they actually said and pointed out in the Tropical Freeze game, they have some of these levels, and in the background of one of them, they said, oh, there's a couple like Easter eggs and stuff. So they actually have Samus's spaceship like hanging off a cliff in one of the background of one of them, and I was like, that is so cool. Like, I loved it. It was a really fun time to go. And when I played through that game, I was like, oh yeah, this is the demo this is the part of the demo that I played and stuff. I miss E3. I miss it so much. I did play a little bit with Blurp. I haven't set anything up yet, though. I was looking around. I've been just so crazy busy. this week of work just kind of wiped me out. And so like I would work and then go, oh, I got to do the podcast, and immediately like try and do the podcast, or, oh, I got to get back on stream for, you know, actual Twitch gaming and stuff. And so I felt like I haven't had any time to actually play around with anything yet, but I've been definitely checking it out when I do have the time, like a little bit later in the evening after we've watched something. And my wife's going and doing her own thing. I'm like, I'm gonna sit down at the computer and look at this for a little bit. Yeah, dude, Siegfried, man, these are my favorite types of games, platformers. I love platformers. I had a little bit of difficulty with the last several worlds in this game, but it's still enjoyable. Oh, sub modes, nice. Yeah, dude, next time you stream, you said Monday and Wednesdays, right? I'm definitely there for that, man. It's really nice. Like, I've been reaching out to a few people. Most of you guys are actually here, you know, Heartstream and Pair Gamer. Watching your guys' stream has definitely been really enjoyable and just giving me a lot of ideas too. And like all the shout outs and everything, like, man, I really appreciate all of that stuff, because over the last couple of days, it's been a little bit hard for me to go, oh man, I got to get back into it after work. But seeing people respond and seeing people come into the stream, you know, still, it's just been really, really cool. I love it, man. The community is awesome. Yeah, to pay for New Game Plus difficulty. Yeah, I'll definitely be checking it out. I've been really enjoying the Heartstream has been doing, what is it, Dead Space, the remake of Dead Space, which, man, when that game came out, it terrified me. Like the whole eyeball stuff and death scenes, super creepy and dark and crazy. Aw, man. But so cool. I need to play that game at some point. Dude, Ori. I'm glad you've been enjoying Ori, man. So you finished the first one. You're on the second one, right? Or are you still going through the first one? Okay, cool. Yeah. It's crazy because they like really changed the whole mechanics around combat with the second game, and it threw me for a loop. And it was really fun because I played those games when it was right around the start of the pandemic. I think Ori 2 came out, Will of the Wisps. Oh man. Okay, cool. Awesome. I played it at the start of the pandemic, and I went through, what was it? I went through the first game, and then like 2 days later, the Ori and Will of the Wisps came out, like actually released. So like I played the first game right as the second game was about to come out. So that was super fun. I love when that happens. It's happened a few times with God of War. I played God of War 1, and then God of War 2 came out like just a few days afterwards. What do I need to do there? I thought I was running. Maybe I need, I think I need to do the stamp or something like that. Disliked Hollow Knight. Yeah, you know, Hollow Knight, I've seen, I even saw it today. Someone saying like they just really could not get into Hollow Knight. And I get it. I mean, that is a game that took me, I think, 3 hours to really even enjoy, you know, doing anything in that game. But once I did, it clicked with me. And I came back to it. Like, it took me like a year to get back to it. Like, I heard everyone talk about it when it came out. I was like, I'll try it. I got like 15 minutes into it, and I'm like, this isn't for me. And I came back to it like 2 years later. And then I was like, I don't know if I really like it. But one of my best friends was telling me, you need to play it. You need to play it. You need to play it. I finally did. And then like it just clicked. Like after 3 hours of going, well, my friend wants me to play it, so I'll humor him, but I'll give it a good old college try, and then I'll just say it's not for me. But after that, like secondary try, like it just clicked, and it was so much fun, and I really enjoyed Hollow Knight. But if it's not clicking for you, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's just certain games, maybe even a certain time in your life where it just doesn't appeal to you, and that's okay. Yeah. Dude, that Prince of Persia game is so good. The gameplay of that game is so good. I do have the minor gripes about some of it. And I did a whole podcast on it. I think I did 2 podcasts and then a review. So if you ever want to check out any of the, like my final thoughts on a game, my game reviews on the website are kind of the place to do that. And I did a review for Prince of Persia. Okay, so we got Rambi. Okay, so I need to hold, in that final part, I need to hold the right trigger to do the run. Then I won't die. Everything else right here, I should be okay. But I definitely need to do the run and gotta remember that stuff too. Yeah, the Lost Crown. I played through the Lost Crown when it came out a couple weeks ago. Took me 40-ish hours to beat. And I did not get everything either. That was me just playing through the game and just enjoying it and seeing where it took me. And I had a blast with it. There's definitely some stuff where I went, I didn't really like this part or that. Valid criticisms. But on the whole, I loved that game. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely worth playing. Ooh, I did not mean to get off of Rambi. There we go. Just be careful of these drops. Ooh, Black Myth. I don't know if I've heard of that. What is Black Myth? I want to play Assassin's Creed Mirage 2. I am a big Assassin's Creed fan. Even though, like, some of the originals I really didn't care for, I still think the Assassin's Creed game is just super, super fun. Ooh, that was close. All right, I think this is where it's going to start, like, getting really crazy. Yeah, here's where it's going to start getting crazy. We got to hold down the right trigger. Ooh. Oh, really? I've been trying to kind of build up a list of games I want to check out this year that are coming out this year. It's a little hard sometimes. Oh, man. Hey, man, I was the same way. I would stream every once in a while. I've had my Twitch for years, and even when I had my game store, I streamed on Justin TV. let's date ourselves a little bit. I streamed on Justin TV with my game store where we would do Rock Band tournaments. And that's something that I actually want to do here. I actually got my drum set and my microphone and all that stuff to do Rock Band streams. But I always have a little bit of an issue with the audio delay, so I haven't gotten it worked out. But I do a lot of Clone Hero streams, but every once in a while. Now, I actually am streaming, on a fairly regular basis. But I want to get back into some of that stuff. Yeah, Justin TV, dude. That drop, that little drop there. Yeah, go for it. If you want to do an experiment, I am all for it. If no one knows, Gaben Zone is the moderator. He is my first moderator I've ever had for anything. So show him some love, and if he wants to do something, Someone redeemed something. I heard a Link chest openings. Oh, no. Oh, boy, that was close. Here we go. I will catch up. Here it is. Yes.
Boom shakalaka!
Oh, man. Ooh. So I've actually got a few decent people watching right now. So let me just pause here for just a quick second, pop out, and say, hey, everyone, how's it going? I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you're new, if you haven't been following my streams or anything, my name's Ryan. My channel, Game or Die, that's kind of my brand. I do podcasts, videos, got a Discord and all that fun stuff, and the website, gameordie.net. But just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, dude, I am an open book. You guys can ask me anything. You can chat with me about anything. I am down to chat. But just want to say, hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you want to see me play something else, just suggest it. We can play pretty much anything. There are games that I will say no to or whatever, but I am down for that. But yeah, I just want to say, hope you guys are having fun. I saw that, you know, there was a few people in here and I don't know if anyone is new or not. Okay. What I did was get 42 consoles and randomize their order. I created a bracket type tournament with all of them, and each round will be decided on a Twitch poll. I want to see which console is the most liked in this chat. Ooh, that's cool. I think that's awesome. 42 consoles. So you got Atari 800, 52, or 2600, 5200, Atari Lynx, Atari Jaguar, NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. So there's 10. Nintendo Virtual Boy. Did I say Super Nintendo? Yeah, I think I said Super Nintendo and Genesis, right? Then you have the GameCube, or Nintendo 64, GameCube. Oh man, I'm gonna blow this here at the end here. GameCube, Wii U, so there's 15. Switch, Intellivision, ColecoVision, Vectrex. I'm trying to think of some of the older school ones that most people wouldn't know about. I think I said Atari Jaguar. If I didn't, the Jaguar CD as well. And then you got like PlayStation, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. Sega 32X, Sega CD. Oh man. I want to know what so is the vote for what is everyone's favorite console or what is the best console? I know that that level wasn't even like technically needing to be done, but I do want to play all those bonus levels. I think they're really fun. What is the best console? Okay. Yeah, dude, that Duck Hunt dog, man. So when they did the Duck Hunt, the Duck Hunt trio for was it Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, right? And they called him Duck Hunt Dog. I was kind of mad because I was like, no, his name is not Duck Hunt Dog. He should have a proper name. Like, I want him to have a canonical name, not Duck Hunt Dog. Also, it's crazy that so many people only know Rob the Robot from Smash Brothers. I had a Rob unit. I had him in store. I finally did sell him probably about 5 years ago or something because he was just like taking up space in our house. I was like, I don't need Rob anymore. But I would have Rob displayed in my store all the time. And people would come in and just go, oh, it's Rob from Smash Brothers. I'm like, no, it's Rob from the NES, thank you, the Nintendo Entertainment System. But I always thought Rob was interesting, but not a great actual thing to own. I only had him in my store because someone traded him in, and I was just like, all right, fine. We'll take this, but it's not worth anything. I'm never going to be able to sell it. And no one wanted to buy Rob. Everyone wanted to look at him, but no one wanted to buy him. So it was always kind of a little bit of a bummer. Ryan, if you want to vote, tell me which one do you prefer, Lynx or DS? DS. The Lynx is... I like Atari's hardware, but the Lynx is a bad system. It is not a good system. It is not a great handheld system. There's a couple okay games for it. The Bill and Ted game is okay. The Batman game is okay, but they're not great. It is not a good system. I will go to bat for systems that are not underhyped, underappreciated. That is not one of them. Yeah, it's not really competition. The DS is a fantastic handheld system. Dude, that sounds like a fun little vote thing there. I want to do more voting stuff. If you want to do that too, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you. That's awesome. I don't even know how you do a poll. I haven't even ever seen that. I think polls were only able to be unlocked because of the affiliate stuff, right? DS wins the round. All right. Way to go, DS. Let's see if I got here, let's pause it here. What do I got?
Excellent!
Excellent. I've got a few soundboard stuff. I really hate when people spam the soundboard, but I think there is useful times for a soundboard. I need to have control over that stuff. That's the thing. I'm kind of weird like that. I have some control issues. I know it's a character flaw in some aspects, but I have to have that. I am really not only excited, but happy that I'm actually making progress in this game now. There was a couple nights where I felt like I was just like kind of spinning my wheels more than anything else. But I'm doing pretty good right now. I feel good. All right. I don't know if I want to change out games or if I want to just continue with Donkey Kong. I'm kind of having a fun time seeing if I can try and beat this today. That would be kind of nice to be able to beat this on the stream. Ooh. Oh. So the thing with the 5200 is it was more of a system that was backwards compatible and enjoyable as opposed to it being its own thing. It was like, oh, this is just there's some new games for this system, but you can play the 2600 games on it. I'm pretty sure. It's been a long time since I booted up or loaded in physical 2600, 5200 games. The Philips CDI as interesting of an idea as it is, and it did give us something like a really good version of Need for Speed or Track and... Oh man, what is Track and something? Track and... It's not Track and Field. But whatever the magazine where Need for Speed came out of, that's a good version of that game on the CDI. Right? Man, I might be misremembering. I don't know. Ooh, what is happening here? Oh, dang. This is some good platforming stuff happening. I like this. Ooh, that was a little bit crazy. Let's... Yeah, give me the... Please tell me I got that. Please tell me I got... Okay, good. Oh, boy. I was so scared for a moment there. Okay. Philips CDI is not as good as the 5200. I would say the 5200. As cool as the technology was for CD, and again, if we didn't have that stuff, we wouldn't have the crazy good stuff that we have now without the innovation. But the CDI is just, it's more of an interactive tool than anything else. Like, there was so much edutainment software on that system that most of it is not very good. Just most of that software is, again, it's software, it's not games. Sorry, Diddy. Bye. Yeah.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
I think I do a pretty good Duke Nukem. Maybe I'll have to do that. So I don't want people to start doing this right away, but I used to be really into impressions. I was a drama kid, so I've been in plays and stuff, and so like we would just do voice practicing, you know, in class and stuff like that. And so I would do a lot of impressions, and I used to do them all the time. I haven't done them for years and years and years, but I still think I do a pretty good Duke Nukem.
I've got balls of steel, baby. Hail to the king. I've came to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum.
But that in the pirate voice, man. Okay. Round 3, Virtual Boy or 3DO? Well, both of them have about the same amount of games that are playable. Virtual Boy has very little. Wario Land on the Virtual Boy is good. It's a good game. Mario Tennis on the Virtual Boy is a really decent game. Tetris on the Virtual Boy is okay. It's interesting. But that's really about it. There's like a Jack Bomber that's okay. There's like 4 Virtual Boy games that are good. 3DO, I'm sorry, 3DO is the one that I was thinking of. 3DO has a good Need for Speed. It has a really good Road Rash too. We're going 3DO. 3DO is way better than the Virtual Boy. Fight me. Unless you're playing the Virtual Boy emulator in the Oculus Quest or Rift or Vive Pro or Vive or whatever, the Index. Virtual Boy emulator in VR is actually really fun. Again, we're gonna do some VR streams for sure. At some point. I just need to do it. It's more of, I want to really showcase VR in the best way possible. And if there's ever some situation where the OBS isn't capturing VR correctly, it makes it look really bad. And I never want to do that with VR. It needs to look presentable as best as possible. Dude, I don't know how many of you had a Virtual Boy. I did. I owned a Virtual Boy. It's not a good system. No matter what nostalgia says, it's not a good system. The monochromatic screen alone giving you actual headaches. And it's not a myth. It's not something that people just say. It legit does give you headaches. It's not a good system. And the controller sucks too with the weird double D-pad. Double D-pads. Come on, no one needs that. All right, there's my rant on Virtual Boy. I don't care what you guys say. Virtual Boy is not a good system. You're valid to your opinion, though. Your opinion is valid. I just disagree with it. Respectfully so. Voting's the final word? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I bowed to the chat on that one. I'm just saying it's not good. You're allowed to be wrong, by the way. All right. Dude, I love these. These are great. I'm all down for these voting things. This is fun. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay, that's what I did. I was like, dude, why is the volume so loud? I was turning down the other input. I'm going to turn down this to, let's say, let's do that. Oh yeah, that's way better. I can hear you guys now. The audio in this game is so overpowering. Gosh. Super Game Boy versus SG, the Sega SG 1000, which is basically the Mark I, which is basically like the Master System. Super Game Boy only has, what, 10 titles, technically? And it's not a console. Super Game Boy is not a console because you have to use it, with a Super Nintendo. It is not a standalone console. So I don't think it counts. However, that being said, Super Game Boy is cool. No worries, dude. If you don't know what do you know what the Super Game Boy is? Because I could tell you right now. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting thing. It's a peripheral. It's not a console. The Super Game Boy is basically a cartridge for the Super Nintendo. It was a peripheral cartridge, not unlike Sonic and Knuckles with the lock-on technology. It's kind of like lock-on technology, where it's allowing you to plug that cartridge into your Super Nintendo and then take your Game Boy cartridges before the Game Boy Color came out and be able to play Game Boy original games with some bezels and some color on your Super Nintendo. So it was partly like a really kind of early version of the Switch where you could play handheld games on your console, and then you could play monochromatic Game Boy original games in color. But it was more of a peripheral than a actual console. So it kind of doesn't work. The SG-1000, yeah. SG-1000, I never owned one. It was more of a Japanese thing than anything else, I believe. Dang it. But it was basically like the Master System. It was like the early version of the Master System. They had a few of those in Japan that we never got here. We just got like the last version of the Mark III, which is the Master System. I could be misremembering some of this. It's been years. It's been about 10 years since I even thought about the SG-1000. Ooh, yeah, dude, the volume turned down on this makes it so much easier to concentrate. That music is so stinking loud in this game. Game Boy Color versus Super Game Boy. That's pretty easy. Super Nintendo versus Game Boy Color. Super Nintendo, hands down. Not saying that the Game Boy Color isn't a good system. I love that system. There's one of my favorite games on it, which is the original Mario Tennis. Dang it. I'm getting close. I'm getting close though, but I gotta pay attention. The Super Nintendo is like legit top 3 systems of all time. And not even like opinion based. That is fact. The Super Nintendo is one of the top 3 best systems of all time. Game Boy Color was an improvement because you had like the DX titles, like Link's Awakening DX. Like that was really fun. That was a really cool special thing that we got. Tetris DX. So you got to play Tetris in color. And it was handheld. Like, oh, it was so cool. But Super Nintendo just is a straight up classic. Okay, so we got Diddy. Can't lose him here. Ooh. We gotta save Diddy. We need that jetpack right here. Here it is. Oh, I knew it. How did I lose that? Oh man, come on, Ryan. Okay. Dude, that's a good question. Well, you know, I had about 10 really good Wii U games. Wii U had Nintendo Land, the pack-in, the last pack-in from Nintendo, which was really good. It had Mario Kart 8. It had Breath of the Wild. It had, let's see here. The NES and NES Remix 2, the NES Remix games, 1 and 2. Game & Wario, which was a really interesting game. The PS5 has God of War Ragnarok, and that's about it. I'm going with Wii U. I think Wii U is a much better console than the PS5 for the fact that the PS5 doesn't have games. And the games they do have, it's multi-platform. That's all it is. It's a multi-platform system right now. Dude, prove me wrong. Sony, prove me wrong. Give me a game more than God of War Ragnarok to play on my PS5, and I'll concede. But right now, I don't see any other games to own for PS5. The Wii U, people hated. I never understood the hate for that system. It has phenomenal games. Yes, it does have multi-platform games like Breath of the Wild. But dude, the system has Breath of the Wild. PlayStation's got nothing on that. I don't care who you are. Breath of the Wild is one of the best games of all time. I love Breath of the Wild. I make no apologies for liking that game. I don't know what happened in the course of the last several years where people like just straight up turned on that game. But Breath of the Wild is legit one of the best games ever created. Oh man. Original Xbox, period. The original Xbox, you have Halo. Hold on. Oh man, crap. The Burnout series. Project Gotham Racing 2 and 3. Forza Motorsports started on that system. It had 4 players. It had a Ethernet port so you can LAN Halo. Halo LAN it makes that system hands down. I loved playing Halo at LAN parties. We did a whole LAN party. So before I owned the store, my best friend owned the game store that I used to own. And we got, oh, Fable series. Fable came out on that system. Man, I should have just held on. I got to hold on to this. I got to make this. There it is, right there. Okay. The Fable series, dude. Fable 1 is so stinking good. But my friend owned the game store, and we actually went to go pick up Halo 2. And that was one of the biggest launches I've ever seen. Only eclipsed by Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was nuts. Yeah, Atari is before the 5200, I believe. Again, kind of a little bit monochromatic and stuff like that. I think. I mean, again, you're basically like, oh my gosh. Oh man, that was close. That was real close.
Cowabunga!
Cowabunga, indeed. Raphael and Leonardo and Michelangelo and Donatello. But yeah, no contest. Original Xbox is just unbelievably fantastic. Ooh, that's it's actually a pretty easy one. It is the PlayStation 4 is better than the 3DS. 3DS became good. PS4 was good out of the box. Everyone forgets that the 3DS was considered just like what the Wii U was later. Nintendo was on this weird wave of it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad. They're doing great. The next console sucks. Then they release the next console after that. They were on a TikTok cycle. People forget that. People said with the 3DS, this is they're gonna go out of business, and they almost did because of how bad the 3DS sold out of the gate, to the point where Iwata had to take a pay cut, right? Or was that for the Wii U? I think that was for the Wii U. But they dropped the price $100 within 6 months of the console's release because it did so poorly. Lips are getting a little chapped there. But yeah, the 3DS was considered a bad system. On the same lines, like when people were talking about it, they were talking about it like it was the Virtual Boy. Same thing with the Wii U. They had the Wii, then the 3DS came out. It was bad. Then they came out with the... Right? Then they came out... Man, No, that's what it was. Yeah, it was the 3DS, and then the Wii U came out. And they were like, dude, Nintendo's 0 for 2 at this point. 3DS sucks and the Wii U sucks. PS4 was right out of the gate a phenomenal console. The only thing with like that generation was there was a lot of remakes happening. Remakes and remasters, where that's where a lot of that stuff was. But it was the new gen, and compared to the Xbox One, which was a laughing stock for years, it still is. People still call it the X-Bone. PS4 was a phenomenal system and is a phenomenal system. I don't have a lot of love or even familiarity with the Master System. I think the Xbox One is fine for what it is. It was definitely underpowered though. Dang, dude. Ooh, oh no. How far am I in this level? I don't like that. I don't like that. That's okay. We'll get a game over, we'll buy a bunch of lives, and we'll keep going. This sucks though. I don't like anything about what's happening right now. Ooh, I gotta pay attention here for a second. Give me 1 second. This is not fun. This is terrifying. Dude, there's only the O, so like I'm halfway through the level right now. And I'm on my last life. Oh, forget this, man. And the lava's still coming up, right? Yeah. I waited too long. I waited too long. Yeah, I don't have a lot of love for the Master System. So I would say the Xbox One, it's a decent system. It's just way underpowered compared to the PS4. They're basically the same thing. And that's kind of the sad thing as what we're in right now with consoles and the industry. Everything is the same. So if you get a Xbox or a PlayStation, you're basically having the same exact experience as the other system in most cases. They're so similar that you're barely having a difference of, you know, an experience. The only time, oh, let me go and get some lives here. The only time it's different is the console exclusives, which there are very little nowadays. I bought a Xbox One and a PS4 on the same exact time. So I got them both at launch. I believe the Xbox, I think it was the PlayStation came out first, and then the Xbox came out like 3 days afterwards. I think that's what it was. Or it was either 3 days or like a week between each other. I can't remember off the top of my head, but Xbox One was really, really good, but it was underpowered compared to the PS4. And it was going through that whole Don Matrick era of Xbox, which just was in the gutter. No one liked the Xbox. It performed really badly because Don Matrick just talked about TV shows, incorporated TV shows into everything, and that it was just a VCR. It was a DVR. That's all that system was to him. And he tarnished the whole Xbox brand for years. .360. I'm not a big PS2 fan. I think, again, just same thing. If you're talking multi-platform, the Xbox was a hardcore better console. It had better graphical capability. It had a built-in hard drive. It had better, oh man, it had better power to it, so it could display everything much better. Just everything about it was a better system. Online, so you could do, it had the Ethernet port, so you can do both online and DLC and LAN, so like with Halo and stuff like that. Just all around not zero, just a much better system than PS2. PS2 had some great games, you know, console exclusive games, but oh no, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the original Xbox 360. Still, hands down, 360 is way better. They won that generation out of the gate, coming out a year before PlayStation 3 and the Wii. Oh, I could do this all day. Ooh, DS versus GameCube. I was not a big DS fan. I liked a few of the games that were on it, but I'm not a handheld person. I don't like handheld gaming. It hurts my neck. My hands are way too big for those systems. They cramp very easily because the systems are made for very small Japanese children. So I've never really liked the handheld. The GameCube, I think, has a solid amount of games. But before I get back into this, let me just give me a minute. I gotta I got to use the restroom really quick. So I'll be right back. Give me like 2 or 3 minutes and I'll be right back. We'll do a little bit of see what Rex is up to. Let's see if Rex is still awake. Okay, we are back. It looks like Rex is sleeping. It's starting to get dark out, and so I think he went into his little hidey hole. But anyways, yeah, I think GameCube is way better. I wouldn't say way better. It was just a more enjoyable console to use. As weird as the system was itself with a weird handle, and I don't like the GameCube controller at all. Again, the way that they made that system, man, why can I not hit that jump? The way that they made that system with the controller was just so weird. Again, with we're gonna just completely redesign the controller, when Sony started going, no, we're just gonna use the same design, but just make it a little bit different. Just the tiniest bit different and innovate instead of, dude, I can't get on that jump. I don't know what's happening. As opposed to the DS, the original DS, which the DS Lite was a much better design. That weird spaceship clamshell design of the original DS was so hard to use compared to the other one. Okay, come on, Ryan. You really need to get that. But yeah, I would say the GameCube was better than the original DS. Are you talking about the original DS, the DS Lite, or are you just kind of incorporating all the DSs? except for the 3DS. That doesn't count. 3DS slash new 3DS, which is one of the worst naming schemes in all of history. I hate just tagging on the word new, because as soon as the next version comes out, then it's not new. And you go, which one do I have? Oh, the new 3DS. Oh, the one that just came out? No, the one that's 10 years old. But it's called new for some dumb reason. Okay. Oh, man, I did not want to take a hit there, but that's fine. We'll get it. We've got lives. We stocked up on lives. Go, 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 go. Ooh. Okay, cool. Sure. Give me 1 second. Let me, okay. Sure. Let me pop out here. Give me 1 second. Let me just give me a second here. Do you want to send the link in the chat? Send the link in the chat. I'll pull up the chat right now. Oh, do I have ads running? I've never seen that on my channel. Bullying Zeus. Okay, we are going to watch this. That's not the right one. It's less than 2 minutes long. I see bullying. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was an ad. Okay, never mind. Well, yeah, let's never mind. Don't worry. We'll watch this. Let's see. This should be going on. Let me know if you can't hear it. Oh, duh. Here, we'll start from the beginning. We'll crank up the audio for the chat, too. 75. God of War, dude. Is this the final boss? I can't remember. This is 2, obviously. Okay. Okay. It's been 15 plus years. It's been like 16 years since I played God of War 2. Boo! Ad.
You're not.
We're gonna have to fix that next time for sure. Okay. Hardest difficulty. Man. Oh, I'm just getting some flashbacks of this game. Oh, is he like parrying? Like blocking with some of his stuff? Because he's not taking damage. Dude. The timing on that stuff, man. Okay, so it's invincibility frames. Okay, see, that's what I could never get behind in games. I never have the patience to learn which frames work and don't, and then like it's crazy to be that good. That's insane, dude. Oh, there, he took a couple hits. But still. Like, clearly he's gonna win. Wow. The deuce ahead. Dude, I miss God of War. I would really like to play that DLC from Ragnarok at some point. I'm sure I still have Ragnarok installed. It's like one of the only games that I've... Oh, Spider-Man 2. I did play Spider-Man 2 on PS2. Or 5, sorry, PS5. Spider-Man 2 on PS5. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, dude, that's nuts. Love to be able to do this type of stuff too. I don't have the desire to spend the time to get good at it. That's really what it is for me. Is I just hold different things in value, and being this good at a game requires so much dedication to learning how it works. Like kind of breaking the game code almost in a way, like breaking it open at least, and going, okay, this character does these moves, and at this point in the animation of his attack, you have to do this thing that is invincible, you know, and all that crazy stuff. Like, that requires so much dedication. I've never cared about a game enough to do that. I've just never found a game where I go, yes, I want to break this game completely wide open. It's insane, dude. These people are just crazy with this stuff. Like, that takes, and also again, like, you got to be really good on like original hardware too, with the TV and stuff. Like, I do not think that input lag is that big of a deal. Some people perceive it differently than I do, which is totally fine. Like, that's valid. But people will make excuses for that stuff. However, you do have to be, you know, when you're getting this minute where it's like literally a single frame out of 60 that is invincible, you do have to really, you know, use original hardware. And that's just hard to do nowadays. Those TVs don't exist anymore unless they're not made anymore. So you have to find one, you know, that still works, and that's harder and harder year by year. All right, dude, thank you so much. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll talk more about it later, but thank you so much, Gavin. Man, that was super cool to watch. I really think that requires a lot of patience. That's so crazy. All right, let's get back to God of War. Donkey Kong Country Returns, where I just died. Oh man. So if you are new to this channel or anything like that, hey, how's it going? My name is Ryan, and I have a channel called Game or Die, and basically I play video games. That's my main hobby. I've also got a bunch of YouTube channels or YouTube videos and stuff like that. And that jump kills me. Discord, a website where I write a bunch of game reviews and articles and stuff. I used to own a video game store. That was super fun. Back in 2009-ish. Did that for a few years, but yeah, I'm having fun. I'm actually going through the Donkey Kong Country series right now. Over the last several weeks, I played through Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3, and now am on Donkey Kong Country. We are on the final world, as far as I know it. I've never beaten this game, so you're kind of experiencing it with me for the first time. And yeah, dude, I'm having fun. There was a few bosses over the last couple of worlds that have kind of really drugged down the enjoyment of some of this stuff, but not too bad. Not too bad. Some of the controls are a little bit more, or less responsive than I would have liked. But again, not too bad. Oh my gosh. See, like right there, I was trying to jump and it just wasn't working very well. But that is A-okay. So this is very reminiscent of Donkey Kong Country 2. If you played Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, which a lot of people get the name of the game wrong. It's not Diddy's, or it's not Diddy Kong's. Wow, now I'm misremembering it. Diddy's Conquest. It's like a play on words. It's fun. A lot of people call it Diddy Kong's Quest, and it's not. But there is a level at the very end of the game that's very similar to this, where you are rushing up a, vertical stage, and things are blowing up, and the water / lava is rising. Very, very reminiscent of that. I'm not a fan of it. We need to go this way. We just need an extra heart piece. I think if I had an extra heart piece, oh man, that was very, very close, and I'm very, very happy. Yeah, I don't like this guy. This guy kind of sucks. I'm just gonna avoid him. We're gonna avoid the enemies as much as we possibly can. Oh boy. All right. But yeah, I'm having a real good time with this game. There's just been a few bosses, a few stages that have given me a little bit more grief than I wanted. Got a little bit flustered, and I'm the type of person that will just stick with something. Like if a boss or my control just died, hold on. Wow, I could not move left or right anymore. I'm having some weird stuff going on with this game. But I am the type of person that I will just stick with it until I figure it out. And that has been not great for some of these levels, where I've had to just kind of actually quit out and go, you know what, I'm going to come back to this tomorrow, or whatever. But doing so has allowed me to come back to something more difficult that was giving me grief, and then just obliterate it, which is nice. But if you have any questions about anything, any comments or anything like that, or questions for me, please feel free. I have a wealth of knowledge over the last nearly 40 years of gaming under my belt. I've been playing this game since 1988, so I've still got a few more before I hit that 40. But most most of my life I've been playing video games, and not like, oh, I play some. I play all video games. I play video games as my main hobby. I love them. I will play them until the day I die. I think probably, so what we were doing, Gaben Zone, the moderator, and I have been going through the top list of like favorite consoles and kind of doing a little console battle, which was kind of fun over the course of this stream. I've got a lot of opinions about certain consoles. That's for sure. Okay, we're gonna save this right here just in case. Just in case. I don't know what happened there. We're gonna save state that just in case. Because my controls are actually kind of weird right now. There we go. Got it back. We're emulating this on the RetroArch Dolphin Core because at this point, why wouldn't you make games look good? If you go, Ryan, why are you using an emulator to play a Wii game? Because it's way easier. And the games look infinitely better scaled to 4K instead of 480i. Or 480p, you know, if you have the component cables, you could go to progressive scan with a Wii, but it looked terrible still compared to 360 and PS3. That jump, man, looked pretty difficult. We gotta get through this level. We're gonna get through this level. I wonder how many times I died. I need to incorporate the death counter better. I kind of forget that it's even there. There is a death counter. Wow. Maybe I'll start just using it and seeing how far we get. That's the button for that. So I'll try and start working on the death counter. I would like to have chat be able to do a command. Oh, come on now. I would like to have chat be able to do a command so that they can count for me. That would be nice. Because I usually forget. But this entire series, there we go. So let's get this thing going. Give me 1 second. Ugh. Much easier without shoes on that are kind of like muddy and things like that. Okay, there's 2. You get 1, chat. You get 1. Get a freebie there. It's a lot easier to do the foot pedal when you don't have any shoes on your feet. There we go. Getting a little bit better with the jump there. A little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. Ooh, man, I'm ready to be done with this level. This is tiring. That's the thing, like, there's no respite with these levels. They just throw everything at you the entire time throughout the level. There's another death, right? Oh my gosh. They always throw, like, way more at you, and you just have no rest. It becomes exhausting, and then the next level is the exact same thing, and the next, and the next, and the next. And it's like, you can have some, like, balance. You can have a little bit of leeway, letting the player relax for a moment. Like, this is not relaxing. Having that, 3-second, like, okay, wait for the lava to start rising. Because then the tension gets built up. if I have to do something. Look. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Of course. If I could just get past that part without getting hurt, I think I can make it to the next section. Next what? This part sucks. But it's timing, right? It is. Just be careful. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a very, very... Okay, come on, come on, come on. The lava is rising. Time is of the essence. Come on. Don't like this. Oh. Okay, man.
Boom shakalaka!
Oh boy, okay. We did it. Boom shakalaka. This calls for a little bit of health, lives, things like that. All right, we used all of our coins. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, I guess so. All right, this is what we're gonna do here. We are gonna save the state here. We're gonna use our inventory. It's not what I wanted. The button responses here, man. Just a little not good. Like, I'm pushing up and down, and just the buttons are not responding. Okay. Hey, thank you. Okay. Let's see if this is the final boss or not. I think it should be, right? All right. Hopefully the final boss. Hopefully I can get this in the next 30 minutes or so. I would like that. That is my goal. Is by... Oh man, it's 5:43. I didn't realize that. 15 minutes. Let's do it. First try, right? Let's do it. First try. Rocket stuff. Oh, wow. Like, just start me in the barrel, dude. Like, why? How did I die there? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We'll save it right here. Much easier. Really? Not a fan of this kind of stuff. Really, not a fan. And then you have to do the entire thing over. this game in particular. The first one, not so much. Boss fights, yes, absolutely. There's way too much wasted time. We're gonna get through this and we're gonna save it because I'm not doing this anymore. Especially that middle section. That middle section is garbage. With all the, like, okay, cool, I got the stuff, I got this. This is the stuff about this game that I really don't care for. We're not losing all our lives in this. That's what's gonna happen here. Yeah, we're not even at the boss. I see what they were going for with this, but look at how ridiculously wasteful this is. This is getting to the boss, and it is so, like, it doesn't matter how many hearts you have, it doesn't matter if you have Diddy or not, it's instant kill, and it's just a waste of your time trying to get this certain stuff. And this whole section just sucks. How fun is this? The same 15 seconds over and over and over again. Because, yeah, just didn't tap the button. Or it didn't register. This is what we're doing because we're not wasting any more time. We need to get to the boss. This game had its chance. It failed to deliver on some of that stuff. Man, dude. Like, just those little tiny clips. From what I remember of Tropical Freeze, it responded a ton better. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. It's okay. There we go, man. Power of bananas. He becomes all powerful. Oh boy, it's just Master Hand. That kind of sucks. It's... Man, you gotta be quick on the press there. You jerk. Give me some hearts, dude. Give me some hearts. DK barrel, anything. Aww. Alright. Really? And I don't even have Diddy? Come on. Mm-mm. No, we're getting Diddy back, dude. Come on. Oh, man. Dude, that is... What? Just the whole animation waiting. I jumped. Come on. See, you take so long getting back to the thing that you were, like, you forget everything that happens. And you just... No. We're not losing a life right there. There we go. hate boss fights. I think they suck. They're never fun. Especially when you get hit on the first thing. Okay, cool. I'll take it. I will take that hit. See, this is what we're doing right now. We're not playing around. These waiting games suck so bad. Okay, so we're gonna save it there because we should not have lost Diddy. I hit him twice, but it of course only counts for one. Now they're again twice. Come on. Dude, those freaking jumps. This game is really unresponsive. It takes forever to like actually get going somewhere. No, we're gonna just reload it. Oh boy. Seconds for him to go into his boss animation. How did I get hit there? Tell me how I got hit. Dude, stop doing that. Hit him. Just didn't register. Oh my gosh, that sucks, dude. That's ridiculous. There. Oh, this is what we're doing. I hit him multiple times. Please tell me I beat that game and there's no moon level. There's gonna be moon level, isn't there? Okay, maybe not. Yay. Cool. Ah, we beat it. Not nowhere near as good as the first three. Period. Those boss fights really ruined a lot of the enjoyment. I hate boss fights in the game. Period. Never enjoyed them. I've probably played, I mean, again, Cuphead, Punch-Out, those are exceptions. These are the reason why I hate boss fights, is bosses like in this game, where A, they're very predictable with phases. You have 3 phases, they take 3 hits each. Like, over the course of 40 years of video games, we need to knock that off. We need to knock off the whole, you have to have 3 hits to move on to the next phase, and there's 3 phases for the boss. Like, it's a very Nintendo design, and I don't like that type of design. And then the bosses themselves were okay, but the amount of leeway they don't have with the box or the hitboxes, the momentum on the character just never felt good. Like, I never felt like I had control of Donkey Kong. He's always slipping and sliding. He's always moving. You go left and then go right. There's like this weird slipping mechanic that Nintendo was super into for like a good 20 years. I'm just, man. I just don't think it controls well, and I think that really tarnishes how the game feels. Definitely worse than Donkey Kong 3, which I thought was the worst in the series. And that's not to say that Donkey Kong Country Returns is a bad game. It's just not a very great game compared to the first 3 on Super Nintendo. Oh, man. It's a bummer. Like, I was really enjoying it at the, like, up to the middle of the game. I was actually really enjoying this game. But then just the levels became really, really unforgiving. The boss fights suck. and the control just, felt like I never had full control of the character. The bonus stages are easily the best, and there's like 5 of them in the game. Maybe there's 8, like one for each world, but even then, that's just not enough for this game.
They're so interesting looking.
Excuse me. They're so interesting looking that it was just a bummer to go, all right, this is a fun game. This is a good follow-up. Oh, this is, it's okay. It's kind of on par with the third one in the game. Oh, this is not, I'm not having as much fun with the game. Like, just to have that initial high and then have it just drop down as I keep playing it. Especially at the last section there, that whole last world was actually really hard. Just end? The music, like, just cut. That's weird. Golden Temple revealed. Well, let's take a look at what this is before we finish here. 87%, like, it's a pretty solid percentage. Golden Temple. Let's just take a look at what this is. Okay, cool. Oh, this is all the puzzle piece stuff, right? You must discover 8 rare orbs to taste the secrets of the Golden Temple. Okay, well, that ain't happening. I don't enjoy that game that much to go seek out those things. But man, here, let's just have a recap here in the wee last few minutes of this stream. So Donkey Kong Country is a super special series for me. The first 2 games were games that I absolutely adored and loved on the Super Nintendo. When 3 came out, the Nintendo 64 was already released. It was just a few months old, and like 3D graphics were just kind of all the rage. So when Donkey Kong Country 3 came out, I was not really wanting to play it at that point. I was like, 2D platformers. No, give me Mario 64. Give me, not Knights of the Old Republic, Shadows of the Empire and stuff like that. Cruis'n USA. These were the games that I loved playing on the Nintendo 64, and Donkey Kong Country 3 just didn't appeal to me, so I never finished it. I did play it because my friend Andrew was actually super into that game, and I remember him renting it and showing it to me and going, oh, you can get like a hovercraft and stuff. That's always stuck in my mind. Back in like 2006, 7, 8, somewhere around there, I did go back and replay Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, but I never went back to Donkey Kong Country 3 because why would I? Like, yeah, whatever. So having this channel and streaming and having people really want to watch those games, it inspired me to not just play through Donkey Kong Country, but not just play through Donkey Kong Country 2 as well, but also start Donkey Kong Country 3 and actually finish it. Definitely some bad level design in certain ones, like the sewer levels where the controls are reversed and stuff. I hated that, but luckily with modern emulation, you can kind of fix some of that stuff easily. some people might say is cheating. Whatever. I think the game doesn't do some things very well, and I think those design choices are actually bad. So I can, take it or leave it, but there's definitely some good design levels in that game too. One of my favorites was the lightning forest level, where you're running through the forest in the middle of a lightning storm and lightning is just attacking you. Oh man, that was so much fun. So once I beat Donkey Kong Country 3, I felt really good and went, yeah. Oh man, what else is there to play? And I kind of like went back and forth for a couple streams just going, I don't know what I want to play. I kind of want to continue, but I don't know what to play. Then it was like, oh, that's right. There's Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii. Kind of very familiar, but like using a lot of different game styles and, art and ideas that were more modernized. However, now that I've played through and beat Donkey Kong Country Returns, all the levels, except for those golden levels at the very end, I don't think it's as good as 1, 2, or even 3. I think 3 is solid because it has that same built-in base of the first 2 games. Returns does too many things with its level design. There's too many things. It has, you can say ADHD. I don't think that's a correct term for it though. There is just too much chaos going on all at once, and it's trying to pull your attention in 10 different ways. You are constantly stopping to ground pound or even duck and blow to make things happen in the world that don't actually matter to the game or the level. It deters you from actually finishing the level because there's so much crap on screen happening that you are going to get hit. You're going to die. Something bad is going to happen because you stop and try to take part in what the level has to offer. And I think that's the key issue with the game. There's too much stuff going on. There is a constant stopping point. Like just pause, duck down here and hit this thing. Pause, duck down here and, blow on this thing. Go over here and look at this bonus room for, a minute and a half while the timer ticks down. Oh, you died? Okay, well, you're going to send you back. Now you got to do it again. And not only that, there's also missables. All the missables in the game just ruin the flow of the game. Because then you go, oh, I missed this thing because it's, an on rails area where you're being chased and you don't have time to react fully. So either you miss it, which you don't want to, or you die trying to get it and then you fail, or you just don't have time to react and you miss it and then you try and restart the level. And then it's this constant loop of keeping you in the game when you're not actually making any progress. So those background items, those missable items really, hinder the actual gameplay. And that's kind of where I feel this game really, really falters. It is nowhere near the echelon of how good 1, 2, and 3 are in the Donkey Kong Country series. That being said, I am excited to finish up the series with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, or I think it's called Donkey Kong Country. It was on the Wii U, right? Do I have it in here? Yeah, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I am excited to see how that goes. Whether I actually finish it or not remains to be seen, because I've actually played this before. I finished it, several years ago. It's still fairly fresh in my mind. I did play the Wii U version. That's the version that I own and got. But for the most part, it was a solid platformer. There's some fantastic music that I'm really excited to listen to again. Some really beautiful level design. I do remember it being much better than what I played with Donkey Kong Country Returns when I played it originally, but never finished it. Ah, man. What a fun time. I love streaming because not only do I get to play these games that maybe I missed out on People get to watch me, but I also get to talk to people about them and really give my thoughts. So I really enjoy that. With that being said, this is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ryan Moore, and I have a website called gameordie.net. You can go look that up, and I have reviews for every game that I beat, not just here on stream, but back then too. I do a lot of game reviews for every game that I beat. I will be writing a Donkey Kong Country Returns, kind of following up some of the ideas that I just mentioned and putting them in a proper place. So you can check that out on the website in the next few days. I also do articles. I'm doing a video game store article when I used to own a video game store, writing some of the stories about, the unique amount of people that I met throughout that store's lifespan. That was really fun. Also doing game of the year videos and stuff like that on YouTube. And then just a celebration of great games. It's really, really fun. So you can check out not only video game articles, gamer reviews, YouTube videos, but also a podcast. I do a weekly podcast as well. And so you can all check that out at gameordie.net, or you can search for the podcast at Game or Die. In Apple iTunes, Spotify, and whatever Google is doing, because Google's kind of weird right now with their podcast stuff. But you can search for Game or Die, and I am Ryan Moore. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next stream, which I'll be streaming later tonight around 11. All right? Have a wonderful rest of your evening wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Peace out, and have a good